Hey, BIS 302. I think I've got it now. Best I'm gonna do. Hey, I'm sitting out here trying to get this. I just had dinner at my sister's house. If you want to know, I just so nosy. Um, okay, I'm up in Slinger, Wisconsin, and it's about 55 degrees. Um, and yeah, it's a little nippy. I think I'll get a video one of these days without a hat on or a bandana. All right, let's get into it. Hey, okay. So here's what I got. Okay. Module one, the objectives to module one. Let's talk about that because it was last few days. Define interdisciplinary research. Okay, you should be able to do that based on the presentations. And okay, interdisciplinary is what? Integration. Okay, integration. So interdisciplinary research again is um, kind of like research without parameters or boundaries. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm smoking a cigar, but that's the way it goes. Okay, we're all adults. All right. It is if you were doing a research report, research paper, and you were doing it through a lens of psychology, you'd have to stay within the boundaries of psychological, theory, analysis, and all the, proper boundaries of psychology. When you're doing interdisciplinary, you might have psychology, you might have economics, sociology, um, business, communication, what have you. So your interdisciplinary research is not bound by rules of uh, rules of disciplinary research. Okay. All right. So number two, explore what is meant by research. Chapter one and chapter two, read it. Read it because you're going to find out. Actually, almost more importantly, what is not research than what is research. Okay. Number three, begin to identify a topic. That's why I'm asking you guys to call me and we're talking about that. That was one of the objectives. Got to call me. Got to call me. The 12 students who I've talked to already. Um, I think you guys are well on your way. You know what's going on. You feel a little better about this. And let's face it, there's like 34 days left of this class. And number four, introduce yourself to the class. I'm hoping I mean, this is Friday when I'm doing this. Obviously, I'm going to post it Saturday, the 25th. Okay. So that's where, page one and two, again, like I said, in this text, were pretty big for that. Okay. So again, we're learning about research, why it's a basic skill, helps you be a better consumer of knowledge, helps you identify research, helps you to, in a lot of ways, a lot more, like I said, than algebra did for me from 1975. Okay. So first Easter egg. It's really weird because I set this up earlier and it was like pouring out. So I was going to go with rain. So I still am doing that. Easter egg number one is rain. Okay. All right. So let's get into module two. This one goes, I'm taking this one to May 31st. Again, I apologize. One of the biggest complaints of my classes is the hodgepodge of different due dates and things. That's typically used for keep people on pace. This class is even worse because I've actually taken modules now and I've shrunk them, blew them up, whatever, based on the amount of work that we've got to do. This one's got some work. I'm getting you guys, a week to get things straightened out here. And even though the time might be better used later in the writing of it, I want to make sure you have enough time to get prepared. Okay, so the objectives for module two are learn the types of quantitative research, learn types of qualitative research, identify which research design will be best used for various studies. All right, so remember, there's a methodology and a design. The sun just went down behind clouds. There is a methodology and a design to every research project, okay? The methodology is going to either be qualitative, quantitative, or a mixture of both, okay? Those are the three methods. The design is going to take on different shapes. It could be experimental, it could be oral history, survey, historic, experimental, ethnographic, et cetera, et cetera. That's the design of the survey. Okay, I'm freezing. All right, so let's keep it moving. Okay. All right, so the objectives here then, to learn about types quantitative, types qualitative, and the design. That's the objectives of this week. All right. So there are two learning material. I mean, two presentations, the Adobe presentations in this module. Okay, click open them up. If you do not get sound, take that link and move it to some other browser or another window. There is sound attached to them. You're going to learn about quantitative research. Quantitative, that's 11-minute presentation, and the qualitative one is a 15-minute presentation. Okay, so you got those two presentations, right? Now for reading, all right, This is where you just will feel destroyed. Read chapter 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, that's I think 100 and what 55 pages. But I'm looking at these. Okay, so chapter 6 is talks about descriptive research. Okay, different designs for descriptive research. Chapter 7, experimental, quasi-experimental, and ex post facto. Okay, chapter 8 is qualitative research methods. Chapter 9 is mixed method designs. And chapter 10 is action research and participatory designs. Here's what I'd like you to do, okay? I don't expect everyone to read every single word of this, and try to comprehend it all in a week, okay? Some researchers spent a lifetime on this. Yay, son, is back. Um, so I want you to be sure to go over everything as close as you can. All right. I want you to know, take notes on some of the important factors and dynamics of each design and method. That'll help you get you through the quiz, which is at the end of the module. Okay. But experimental, quasi-experimental, and ex post facto. I don't need you to know those up and down, but you should be familiar with, just kind of what it, what it does. It's kind of like, you know what a Jeep is? All right, but you don't know every model in a Jeep lineup, right? You just know what the Jeep is. So that's just terrible analogy, isn't it? Okay, or a metaphor. All right, so if you have any questions, comments, concerns about that, you got to get a hold of me, okay? For those of you who have not set up a call with me yet, why not? You need to talk to me and I'll give you the question that I've been giving everybody, and it works. It's going to make this course very doable for you in a very short period of time. Okay, so do your best on reading this stuff because there is a quiz at the end of this. I was going to move the quiz to module 3, and then I realized the questions are very pertinent to what the readings are and what you've gotten from the first module. So I think you're going to want to take that quiz and get it out of the way right when you got it fresh. Okay. Um, and of course, you're gonna make it an open book quiz. I know you are, but I have no problem with that. Just do well. Some of that'll stick. Okay. Let's go with the Easter egg number 2. I want to go back and harp on it again. Okay. What's the I word that goes in interdisciplinary? Integration. Easter egg number 2 is integration. I always want you to remember that about interdisciplinary because that will give you're describing to people and they're gonna that's the key word, right? We know that. Stick with it. Easter egg 2, integration. All right. Okay. So on worksheet 2, you have to make some choices. All right. You need to make a choice for A and a choice for B in each example. A is going to be the type of methodology it is. B is the type of design. I've had too many times when I've had students they go whip through it and they only do A or B, A or B, A or B. Wrong, 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 wrong. Okay. You need to do one from A, one from B, one from A, one from B, one from A, one from B. If you have trouble understanding that, it's no problem. Let me know. I'll help you through it. Okay. But in the meantime, you're going to pick a methodology and you're going to pick a design. Okay. You got that, right? All right. So that's the worksheet. And then the bottom of that worksheet, you're going to tell me more about your project. And if you haven't talked to me so far, that means worksheet 1 or worksheet 2, you're just spinning your wheels. Okay. Because it's not going to work. It's not going to work. All right. So got to set up a call with me. All right. I got to talk to 29 students in this class. I tend to talk to any student that wants to pass this class. I intend to talk to. Okay. And if you don't get around to it, you're missing one of the most important points about this. But also, there are a lot of people who haven't been watching the videos right off the bat, and that's too bad. Okay. That can hurt you. All right. So let's talk about. Just an important point of everything is to ask your instructor. That's me, okay? Again, Canvas is new to me, might be new to you, okay? There's issues, let me know, all right? Again, I want to remind everybody that see some examples of what I'm be looking for, examples of the lit review, examples of the proposal, examples of the final paper. Go to modules 3, 4, and 5 in the learning materials. You'll be able to get ahead and see some of those things so you can contextualize and visualize what it is that I'll be looking for, okay? Again, if you have questions, let me know. Don't sit back and drop this class if you really need it, all right? And I know you need it, all right? So I think actually I probably spoke really fast because I went through my whole list here. So far, so good. So many of the introductions are great. All right, great job. Good to know you guys. Good to talk to so many of you. And I should just about wrap it up. So I'm going to go with, Easter egg number 3, and I'm going to say ask your instructor. Okay, that's Easter egg number 3, ask your instructor. So there were 3 Easter eggs in this video. I'm not going to give them out again. Um, I reserve the right to release another video once I realize what I forgot. But I might do that, Monday or Tuesday. There will be no points for that video. This will be 5 points for this one, but that's because I want to help you out. I mean, come on, you can't, you don't need a treat. You can do this, okay? So, all right, let's get out of here. You guys know what's going on. Keep warm wherever you are. Enjoy it. Forks up, and talk to you soon.